your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
Is there anything that you would do differently? Yes, I would ask people to tell the truth.
It's so nice to have you back in London, Meghan. I've missed our little lunches.
We've never had lunch together, Kate.
Well, we must continue the tradition.
That's right. Nothing says that you're impossible to work for a bit of a ball ache and an axe grinder than constantly cycling through various members of staff like hot dinners.
It has been several months now since our beloved Queen has died. Our Canadians are finding it hard to go on. All Canadians, that is, except for our first guest, the Prince and his wife.
And after the comedy of errors that was American Riviera Orchard and the ongoing chaos of Manic Meg's scam jam car crash as ever, perhaps caution is called for here.
Everyone says they don't have time to make homemade meals, but if you just have 3 nannies, 2 butlers, a housekeeper, a driver, and a full-time personal assistant, you have all the time in the world. Stop making excuses and start moving snacks from one bag to another.
What if I told you Harry's nightmare, the one he thought he had finally escaped, is about to explode all over again? Oh yes, the chaos he prayed was behind him is stirring right back up. After enduring months of mockery from South Park's brutal worldwide privacy tour episode, whispers are spreading that Trey Parker and Matt Stone are sharpening their knives once more. Insiders swear the creators are plotting a second parody, this time zeroing in on Meghan Markle's most controversial pregnancy video. Can you even imagine? Just when the couple thought the ridicule had cooled, the fire's being reignited, and this time, it's even more personal.
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post for Del Taco.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
When was the last time you twerked, Alex? I don't think I've ever twerked in my life. You must have. Really? I genuinely mean that. If there's any footage that ever comes out of me twerking, I'll pay for all your pints one night. How about that? Meghan, she's an American celebrity, so I can kind of forgive her for it.
It's definitely her idea.
She's like, Prince Harry is a prince of the realm. You imagine the centuries of history and tradition in this country, the respectful organisations that he was or is an ambassador of, the military, and you're behaving like that and happy to release it in public. I mean, it's just so demeaning.
Yeah, she's a narcissist and he's quite thick.
Well, it's an apartment, so...
Yes, an apartment palace, I know that. Lots of tiny palaces inside one big palace.
It's so funny you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know it's Sussex.
It's important we do this ourselves, Harry, and not live off your family.
I agree. We'll just have to find a way to make £50 billion on our own.
What did he just say? He victimized me! It's because I'm an ethnic woman! He can't do that! I'll see- Wait, you're ethnic? This is an outrage! We'll just see how he deals with my blue pics!
There's talk that the royals are going to sue over this episode now. Would you recommend they do that, Kosha?
No. Look, it's speculation, but looking at their pattern so far, they do seem to be rather litigious.
Comedy duo issued a scorching statement just 30 minutes after the announcement that South Park Season 27 would now be pushed back 2 weeks to July 23rd.
And Harry? Oh, he's definitely not laughing. According to those closest to him, the Duke is rattled to his core. Behind the closed doors of Montecito, panic is spilling into every corner. He's scrambling, whispering into phones, clutching at strategies, desperately bracing for what could turn into their most humiliating media storm yet. This isn't just comedy anymore, this is war, and Harry knows it.
Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy!
When was the last time you twerked, Alex? I don't think I've ever twerked in my life. You must have.
That's fine, I'll go it alone. Just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Trying to make ourselves into a brand just turned us into products. We don't need to be a brand, do we?
And please stop sending me samples.
I hear you, Andy. I'll amp it up. I'll smash a wine glass. I'll tell Kyle she has Munchausen syndrome. I'll accuse Dorit of doing coke.
So, do you have any regrets yourself?
Of course. Don't we all? Probably my main regret is, the way that everyone else has acted. That's the thing that's most regrettable, in my opinion.
My question is for Meghan. Meghan, besides holder of briefcase 24 on Deal or No Deal, what do you think your most impactful role was?
And then people kept wanting to get a picture. Because I'm on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So, a lot of people coming up to us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and I brought some of my homemade ketchup. I'm coming out with a line of condiments, ketchups, mustards, that sort of thing.
we're really taking LA by storm.
Yeah, and the show's been a great platform to help me promote my brand.
It's already a brand. It's called Heinz.
Yeah, we're hoping the ketchups and mustards are going to be sold at Whole Foods, which, would be huge. Oh, and they're all organic in case anyone was wondering.
We weren't being made fun of. So people start to then really question, oh, okay, they're making funny things, that's funny. And they're starting to see that.
So all you'd have to do is Instagram yourselves using my ketchup. It'd be a huge help.
I see. Well, that's something we'll definitely think about.
It is uncomfortable. I don't think, because she's done this before for photos, I don't think that is a real baby bump. I think
way too big. It's way too big.
And sort of too low as well.
Yeah, it's like a metre out there. I mean, it looks the wrong shape.
Where's she going to give birth there? Through her knees or something? I mean, that is...
Remember when South Park first tore into them with that outrageous worldwide privacy tour sketch? That single episode lit the internet on fire. It sparked outrage, set off global headlines, and reduced the Sussexes into punchlines overnight. Harry had probably convinced himself that was a one-off disaster, a single brutal roast he could brush under the carpet. But oh, he was wrong, because now the whispers are swirling again. Parker and Stone are reportedly plotting something far worse, a follow-up that doesn't just poke fun at them as a couple, but zooms in to skewer Meghan's social media antics. And if you thought the first episode hurt, insiders say this one could burn even deeper.
That's exactly what has happened. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have given their communications team the boot, blaming them for a series of recent PR humiliations.
She is a malignant narcissist.
Get a job, Meghan. Fake it till you make it.
Shed a tear for poor Meghan Markle. There the delighted Duchess was, all set to steal the King's limelight, and then, suddenly, dramatically, she was stripped of the chance. Damn!
Harry and Meghan are their own worst enemies.
This is a disaster. This is a flop.
Whatever the hell that means, perhaps she'll take solace in her own expanding opportunity.
You're in America now, and we don't give a shit about you.
Unlike for Harry and Meghan, who yet again seem to have axed their entire staff body.
But to the world, it's just, what has she been doing? Does she work? As opposed to, oh my gosh, I work so hard.
It has really upset Meghan Markle.
Like the gross disrespect to the intimacy and privacy of marriage and childbirth.
Okay, then you must be in the national system. Oh yeah, is this you? Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim. Yeah, that's totally me.
So you hate journalists? That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. Right. So you're a journalist.
And behind those mansion gates in Montecito, the mood is pure panic. Sources say Harry is spiraling. We're talking legal strategy meetings, frantic phone calls to Hollywood friends, tense whispers in corners of the house. The fear is real. If history is anything to go by, South Park doesn't just land a punch, it obliterates. And Harry's terrified the worst is yet to come.
Don't you see, Butters? Teaching people to think of their brand just makes more people like them. This whole thing is wrong. They're telling you guys to reduce yourself into products.
Hey guys, so funny bumping into you.
Yeah, I mean, we all live here now, so not that funny.
We're just performers instead of human beings.
He's right. Trying to make ourselves into a brand just turned us into products. We don't need to be a brand, do we?
We couldn't get jobs and we ran out of money. We ate chicken out of bowls and rode in big cars full of smelly people to something called work. Every day was a new nightmare.
Hey! You ever heard of a thing called privacy?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Will you two just shut up and go away?
Let's have a bit of a laugh at Harry and Meghan's expense, because I'm finally caught up with this South Park episode.
It's quite vicious in a way, but quite funny as well.
What matters is what we have on the inside.
Hello? Time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
Harry and Meghan have got the South Park treatment. The episode has just gone to air in the United States.
These two are not sincere people. They say that they want their privacy.
Close friends describe Harry's current state as a cocktail of dread and deja vu. One insider spilled that Harry has actually been rewatching the original South Park episode, almost torturing himself, trying to predict how much harder this new jab could land now that it's targeting Meghan's carefully curated empowerment brand. Imagine that. A prince pacing his home, headphones in, replaying the cartoon that mocked his life over and over again. He's reportedly running endless scenarios with his lawyers, both in LA and London. He knows the brutal truth. Parody laws give South Park ironclad protection. There's little chance of stopping it. Yet Harry still begs the question, could a preemptive complaint at least soften the blow? But deep down, he knows the answer. There's almost nothing he can do.
It's time that criticizing the duplicitous Duke and her awful wife was acceptable, especially in the entertainment industry. Now, we know that the episode...
What happened to your ring?
I gave it to the working people.
We're the working people.
Ooh, remind me to tell them the story about when I bought milk.
I think you just told it.
Who's that?
That's your nephew, Archie.
You're pulling my leg. Why have we not met before?
You've met him like 1,000 times.
Mentioned. Where's this beloved privacy that they talk about?
Yeah.
We want privacy! We want privacy! They don't want attention. This is just so attention. This is all about her.
Right.
It's not about...
Hey, can you two keep it down?
Hey! You ever heard of a thing called privacy?
Over, under, around, and through. Meet Mr. Bunny Rabbit, pull, and through!
I did it.
Good job, Harry.
It's so funny, too, that you keep calling me Meghan. You know, it's Meghan now.
I feel like the focus is starting to shift off of me. Maybe in editing you'll fix it.
People were saying meh. It's not meh. It's pronounced me. The H is silent.
And the tension is spilling into everything. Montecito's usually serene schedule has collapsed into chaos. Staffers whisper that early morning Zoom calls now revolve around monitoring leak sites for potential storyboard slips and drafting endless statements. They want to condemn the misogyny without looking thin-skinned. But here's the dilemma. Go too hard, and critics mock them for being unable to take a joke. Go too soft, and supporters rage that they're ignoring sexist attacks. It's a tug of war. Every single draft feels like walking on a knife's edge.
Really important moment for Harry and Meghan. He had just finished his press tour for Spare and the Netflix series.
Park County Police Station, what's your emergency?
Yeah, the neighbors across the street are setting off fireworks and it's 10:30 at night.
Oh, is it the Prince of Canada and his wife who just want to be left alone?
Yeah, come on, honey. We don't need this place.
Honey?
South Park, it's come to life. That's what we're witnessing in this hospital room right here.
You can't sue a cartoon. It's satire. It is what it is.
South Park has done a parody.
I don't know what to do. How are we going to pay for school for Archie?
I have to tell you, I never realized so many things cost money. Like this chicken. I bet you had to pay for it.
Any type of flower arranging is just telling a story. What story do you want to tell? Maybe leave the country. Maybe disown your dad. Be creative with.
And just when you think it couldn't sting worse, there's this. Palace insiders, still smirking from Harry and Meghan's endless tell-alls, are quietly amused. Yes, the firm is chuckling. One palace source even hinted that another South Park drubbing would simply prove their point, that Harry and Meghan cannot escape satire. For Harry, who's been slowly inching toward a fragile thaw with his father, this is the ultimate slap. To see the palace smiling from the sidelines while he drowns in mockery, that's the sting he fears the most.
And of course, while there was a jokey nature to the episode, it almost immediately started.
What the hell? What did he just say? He victimized me. It's because I'm an ethnic woman. He can't do that. I'll see. Wait, you're ethnic? This is an outrage. We'll just see how he deals with my blue.
Anyway, Meghan, you were saying Dorit's such a what?
What? No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, Dorit.
Well, I heard it somewhere.
See, I didn't know who H was. At the time, I just loved his Insta feed.
Hi, I'm Meghan Markle.
And I'm Harry. Harry.
And we're royally screwed.
Oh, you hilarious, Meghan.
Why did you move back here anyway? It was ultimately a tough call, but there were a lot of factors to consider.
And as if things weren't bad enough, Harry himself has become a joke on Saturday Night Live. Yes, SNL jumped in, turning him into a punchline, while NBC announced a Suits spinoff that only rubs more salt in the wound. This new show will focus on Meghan Markle's character juggling her legal career while caring for an unemployed immigrant. Translation: the world isn't just mocking their past, it's mocking their present too.
I'm sorry, I need a drink.
Down with the monarchy! We deserve our privacy! These people.
Of Meghan and Harry showed that the prince's popularity in America had dropped by 3%. Meghan's
Have you always been a natural creative?
Of course. I remember one example. I suggested to the royal family we should do a Real Housewives of Buckingham Palace, but they were against it every step of the way.
It is elevating the ordinary little things. And who got the Kroger peanut butter? It's not even organic.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of these celebrities that start these things, they can't keep up. You know, like the Meghan Markle.
Insiders say the tension in Montecito right now feels unlike any storm they've weathered before. There's a buzzing anxiety in the air that begins at dawn and stretches into the night. One staffer whispered that Harry looks visibly shaken. He can't sleep. He lies in bed with his phone on vibrate, jolting awake in the middle of the night to scroll encrypted chats for any new leaks about South Park's latest script. Picture it. A duke, tossing and turning, staring at his phone at 3 a.m., dreading a cartoon. That's how far this parody has shaken him.
Jesus, what did they do to you? There were highs and lows. It's all good. Anyway, see you guys at tea. Come on, Harry.
I was living in the middle of nowhere in Toronto, Canada, and I didn't even really know the word royal. I mean, besides the Lord song. I love that song. It's an amazing pop rock ballad.
And never recovered. Royal YouTube sensation P. Dina with me now. P. Dina.
I remember back to when I was known more for being a renowned actress in my various roles, such as Rachel from Suits, or Rachel from Suits Season 2, and Rachel from Suits Season 3.
Yes, I think I see your point.
And everyone does reality TV now, so don't worry about this being a step down for me, because it's not.
I wasn't until you just said it.
Plus, it's a really good platform to promote my brand.
What is your brand?
Oh, I don't know. I'll think of some piece of crap.
And yes, it's gotten that extreme. Just last Wednesday, Harry reportedly bolted out of bed at 3 a.m. after receiving a blurry storyboard panel from a friend. The image? A red-haired prince fussing with a lighting rig while Meghan carted around a rubber baby bump across a hospital set. Harry's reply? Just 4 words. This can't be real. He panicked so hard he called London before sunrise, desperately seeking reassurance from seasoned PR pros who've weathered decades of royal ridicule. But their advice? It only made things worse.
Welcome to my garden. Well, it's not my garden, it's a set actually, but welcome to my set.
Damn it, now the prince is playing polo on the lawn.
We are here because privacy is a basic human right.
One aide bluntly reminded him, royals simply cannot sue satire without looking pathetic. In fact, history shows that every attempt to muzzle parody only makes it explode louder. Another counselor cruelly pointed out that even if Meghan's legal team tried to threaten Paramount, Trey and Matt would probably read the letter live on air in a future episode. That's their style. And the message hit Harry hard. Silence might be his safest option, but to Harry, silence feels like surrender, and surrender is unbearable.
Andy, you gotta be kidding me. I've brought plenty of conflict to the show.
I'm sorry, Meghan. It's just not working out. All you talked about all season was your line of ketchup.
Is this a wrinkle I see in my blouse? Who the f ironed this? I told you to iron this shirt 10 times. It looks like you only ironed it 9.
Thanks. Okay, see you later. Oh, would you pick up some milk?
Back in Montecito, Harry has reportedly taken to pacing the gardens like a restless ghost. Earbuds in, meditation tracks blasting, he mutters through potential talking points for a possible emergency sit-down interview. He's caught between 2 impossible choices. Should he speak up and risk feeding the hype, or stay quiet and suffer through another global meme storm? Either way, the humiliation feels inevitable.
But you're the same.
You're the same.
Like, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, guys, you don't gotta do this. Please, I'm begging you to stop.
Show that, and people know when they watch it, it's going to have that underlining truth behind all the things.
How many more princes and his wives have to live in this nightmare?
Meanwhile, aides are working overtime to shield him from the internet. They've created what they call a digital moat, limiting his time on social dashboards. They're terrified he'll spiral with every cruel joke and hashtag, but Harry isn't fooled. He sneaks peeks on a spare iPad, scrolling through trending pages, every gif and meme hitting him like another jab to the ribs. And here's the tragic irony. This is a man who once walked behind his mother's coffin with stoic composure, watched by the whole world. And yet today, what cuts him deepest is his helplessness. He knows the punchline timeline is already animated, locked in a studio, and ticking toward broadcast. And for all his titles, Duke, Prince, Veteran, he can do absolutely nothing to stop it. And why are Trey Parker and Matt Stone so obsessed? Sources say Meghan's viral pregnancy twerk reel was simply irresistible. It's everything South Park thrives on, sincerity mixed with spectacle, laced with self-promotion. Word is, the working title of the new episode is Respect Our Pregnancy. It opens on a mock Netflix set showing a fictional Meghan rehearsing dance moves while assistants adjust ring lights. The cartoon Harry hovers nervously off camera with a clipboard, begging for more empowerment between takes. Can you feel the sting? South Park isn't just mocking Meghan, they're ripping apart their entire brand. And in true South Park fashion, they aren't satisfied with poking fun at a video. They're skewering the whole aesthetic Harry and Meghan have built, that carefully curated, authentic brand. Meghan pitched her pregnancy reel as a spontaneous celebration of motherhood. South Park plans to rip that to shreds, turning it into a stage-managed stunt. Insiders even claim the writers are calling her baby bump the pillow of truth. Every time cartoon Meghan jiggles her bump, a giant subtitle flashes scripted moment. Can you imagine the humiliation? A couple desperate to prove their authenticity, now reduced to a gag about pillows and scripts. And it only gets juicier. One storyboard square reportedly shows Cartman Kennedy. Remember him, the satirical studio boss who already roasted Hollywood's virtue signaling projects? Barking orders like, "Cue the tears, we need vulnerable sparkle." Oh, and bribing cameramen with oat milk lattes while he's at it. Can you picture it? Meghan's carefully controlled behind-the-scenes moments being reimagined by South Park with the subtlety of a sledgehammer. It's ruthless. For Harry, this is the nightmare. Satire hits hardest when it mirrors whispers that already exist. For months, he's brushed off claims that Meghan's pregnancy dance video was a stage production, insisting it was just two expectant parents capturing their joy. But South Park? They're gearing up to blow that defense to pieces, showing lighting rigs, call sheets, even a fake intimacy coordinator measuring the baby bump bounce. Harry knows the risk. Once people laugh at the idea that Meghan staged her pregnancy dance, they won't stop there. They'll start questioning everything. From Netflix documentaries to candid Sussex moments, nothing will escape suspicion. That's why Harry's terrified. This parody doesn't just mock a video, it threatens to brand their entire image as nothing more than a carefully staged performance. And once that sticks, good luck scrubbing it out of pop culture. The Montecito war room has now become ground zero for crisis management. What was once a cozy space for Zoom meetings has transformed into what one aide calls a daytime bunker. Screens everywhere, live feeds of Reddit, endless Twitter scrolls, and a rolling document literally titled Potential Response Paths V17. Every meeting starts the same way. Harry stumbles in, clutching a coffee, eyes glued to his phone. Meghan storms in after, jaw tight, demanding updates. What do they have? Where did they get it? PR consultants dial in from London and LA, flinging risk assessments at each other, while junior aides sit silently typing frantic notes. And at the heart of it all, the dreaded legal briefing. The lawyers have combed through every corner of Anglo-American case law, searching for a miracle loophole. Their internal memo, leaked of course, reads like a graveyard of dead ends. Defamation? Impossible. Meghan's pregnancy video lives on her own Instagram. You can't claim parody when the source material is self-published. Royal protocol? Laughable. Once Harry ditched official duties, his titles lost any real protective power, and even active royals rarely sue satirists, because when they do, the backlash is catastrophic. Child protection? Another miss. U.S. courts protect commentary on public pregnancy announcements, however tasteless. And the final crushing note from the lawyers: recommend reputational mitigation, not prohibition. Translation: there's no legal rescue. The only option left is PR damage control. Inside Montecito, the phrase has already become gallows humor. Staffers joke about being trapped in the fortress of fair use whenever they log off late at night. But Harry isn't laughing, so he tries another angle. Hollywood favors. Harry's been dialing everyone in his LA contact list. Producers from Netflix parties, studio heads from charity galas, even neighbors across the Montecito hedges. His message? Subtle but desperate. Do you have any pull with Paramount? Can you find out how savage this is going to be? Here's the gossip no one's saying out loud. This might be the moment of no return. If South Park nails this parody, with the pillow of truth, the staged baby bump, the clipboard carrying Harry, it could cement the Sussexes in pop culture as caricatures forever. Every time they speak about empowerment, charity, or authenticity, people won't hear sincerity. They'll hear satire, they'll see animation, they'll laugh. And once a brand becomes a punchline, it's almost impossible to win back respect. So Harry paces, Meghan fumes, the palace chuckles, and somewhere in Colorado, Trey and Matt are polishing a script that could change everything. Because here's the brutal truth. When the laughter fades, sponsors will count the money, the palace will update its talking points, and Harry will be left staring at the version of himself that South Park and the internet decide is canon.